Tell me, how's the feeling like?
Yeah, what's most important is that I'm having a party. Yeah. Every day of my life is a picnic. I don't feel like I'm going for a job. I don't feel like I'm going for an interview, hosting an event, doing a voiceover, doing a sporting league. I don't feel anything like that. I feel that I'm carrying a basket with fruits, ice cream, cake, going out for work, partying non-stop and coming back. And every day of my life is my first and last day at work. First day makes me feel like a student. So I have the excitement, the nervousness of a student. Last day at work makes me have an emotional connect with what I do. And I've been doing this for 20 years. I started when I was a 14-year-old boy with radio. I'm 16 years old even now, but do sadhu hai. But yeah, so in this 20 years, I've just tried to do one thing, yeah. I've tried to make people believe that anchors don't need to do straight stuff. Anchors are not just fillers in an event. Anchors are people who are actually an act by themselves. Why can't you interview a celebrity as if he's your best friend? Why should there be an anchor who is talking to a celebrity? Why can't two people talk as if they're best friends? I've tried to break conventional rules of anchoring. I've tried to break traditional norms of anchoring. And I'm not scared to lose. Sometimes if things don't work out, I'm okay with that, because only then will you try and make a difference to what you do.
Tell us about the boxing league. You meet not just celebrities there, but even sports tours personalities. So how different is your anchoring style at that time? What do you incorporate and what is the thinking?
That's a great question. So I am the official host of the Super Boxing League. But what I do is I mix entertainment with sports. I have a lot of knowledge about sports. I have been a sports person all my life. I was a tennis player when I was a child. I was UP number 2 when I was in school. And if I hadn't taken up the work that I'm doing right now, I would have probably been a sports personality. Hopefully winning medals for India, hopefully. But yes, so what I do is I do a lot of research on sports like boxing. I know my game in and out. I know my fight in and out. I know the rules in and out. But I also make sure there's entertainment there. Why is entertainment important with sports? We have to accept the fact that India loves cricket. India breeds cricket. India bathes with cricket. India does everything with cricket. So when a person comes on to watching a boxing league like the Super Boxing League, some people may know about boxing, people may have zero knowledge about boxing. So when he comes onto the channel and then he says, wow, I mean, I see great audience, I see visually a great show. And here is Siddharth Kannan, who's doing a lot of badmashis and masti in the middle as well. He holds on. So when he sees me interacting with a Sunny Leone, a Rana Daggubati, a Sushant Singh Rajput, and an Ajay Devgan, then he holds on. And then he has great fun. And then when the fight starts and he says, wow, the fights are also great. And then he gets hooked onto the sport. Entertainment helps people to come onto the sport. The sport keeps the people glued on to. And yes, I talk a lot about sports and bring a lot of entertainment as well. And it helps to be with Sunny Leone also.
How do you bring that element of naughtiness when you interact with the stars? Because I've seen you do that with each and everyone, be it an A-lister like Salman or be it even a Sunny Leone. So whenever you do that, they don't get angry. So what is it about you that makes that comfort level built up with stars?
Well, I feel that I have this comfort level with stars where I can do naughtiness, I can have fun with them. It's because in my head, I don't treat a star like a star. I treat a star like my best friend. When I meet a journalist, I treat a journalist like my best friend. When I meet my watchman, I treat my watchman like my best friend. When I meet my school friend, I treat him like a best friend from school. What happens is in your head, there should be no dynamics. The moment you get into dynamics is when you say, oh my God, that's a star. That's a CEO of a company. Oh my God. I don't see their background when I'm jamming with them. I treat them as normal people who are great to chat with. So as a result of which, I become a naughty boy with them because in my head, they're my best friends. So bottom line is, no dynamics. And also, I'm not scared to lose, which makes me a little fearless in my approach. Moment you start thinking, yaar, ki main ye star se ye puchunga, wo ye jawab dega, then automatically you are troubled, you're hassled. So I'm okay if I lose, which makes me fearless. And most importantly, I don't make fun at them. I have fun with them. And also I make a lot of fun of my own self. So if a star sees you making fun of your own self, they join you because their guards are down. So it's all about breaking the guards down.
Right. You've been the official host for IFA for so many years. How was the experience this time?
The experience was that I was hosting the opening ceremony at New York, and the IFA Storm, which was the fashion show which had Shahid Kapoor, Varun Dhawan in Times Square, the heart of Times Square. It's the first time that a Bollywood event was done in the heart of Times Square. The attendance was free for all. Yani ki whoever wanted to come could come and watch it. As a result, there were more than 50,000 people in Times Square with me being present there as the official host. The people in the audience were not only Bollywood lovers. There were people who loved Hollywood. There were Italians. There were people from UAE. There were people from various parts of the world. And that kind of frenzy for Bollywood was great. And I was humbled when, if you Google the articles, it's great to see publications all across the world saying the most energetic anchor Times Square had ever seen was me. It was great to see publications saying the euphoria created by Siddharth Kannan was unleashed, never seen before. And that again, in my head happened because I believed that Bollywood is at par or better than any industry in the world. It's all about a belief. In my head, those 50,000 people who were sitting there, it didn't matter which part of the world they came. I felt they were my langotias while I was doing that show. It's all about the head thinking they are my best friends.
And for parents who wish that their children should enter Bollywood or maybe sports or anchoring, who better than you can advise or counsel them?
Look, I'll tell you what, it's 2017. There was a time when parents used to say, anchoring, ye kya hai? Acting, ye kya hai? But today it's not a ye kya hai zamana hai. I am 49.2% political science graduating, out of which 14% I copied from my friend. Natasha, thank you for letting me pass. I love you, Natasha. 34% hota, 49 tumhari wajah se. Bottom line is, why do you need to say anchoring? My grandmother, I remember, cutely asked my mother once, what is Siddharth doing? And my mother said, he's an anchor. And she was like, announcer, ah. You know, it doesn't matter. You've just got to be the best in what you do. You're a journalist. If you are the best journalist in what you do, people will love you, will respect you. If you make vada paos, just try and be the best vada pav maker. People will love you, respect you. Do whatever you want to do as long as you're real in what you do. Don't try and put on an act. Like when people sometimes do radio or anchoring, they start pretending to be someone else. Then people can see through you. Be real. And sometimes you'll get people giving hazar advices. Yeah, I hope I'm not being preachy. Ki ye karo, wo karo, ye karo, wo karo. Don't follow advices. The best advice comes from the heart. So jo bhi karo life mein, hat ke karo, khul ke karo, aur badmashi karte raho, yaar, people will accept you. One will say no, but it's okay. There'll be a lot who will say yes.
And जाते जाते एक सुपर बॉक्सिंग लीग के बारे में, if you can just tell the audience why should they watch it?
The Super Boxing League, 8 teams, 96 fighters, fighters from all across the world, fighters from India. Boxing is a sport where we won a medal. Vijayendra Singh is there, bringing us accolades. But we need to move beyond just Bollywood and just, of course, cricket. So remember, world-class fighters, Indian boxers, fighting it out, getting us on a global platform, production skills are great, and you got me hosting it, man. And I've learned boxing as well because my wife boxes me every day. I've learned how to defend. I defend like this. I defend like this.
Okay.